Hello you guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Tiana, and in today's video I have a super exciting bag review for y'all. So for Christmas, a replica company that has sent me things in the past sent me a DIOR saddle bag. So I just basically got to pick whatever I wanted from their website, and that was a little Christmas present. So shout out to them, and I'm gonna have this bag and the seller linked in the description box below. But I would say very highly rated in my opinion. They shipped this super quickly and it came in perfect condition. I have already started using it because I just wanted to, you know, try it out, see what fits in it and how I was liking it before I put it on my channel for y'all to see. But before I get into it, definitely subscribe and then follow me on Instagram and TikTok as well. But before I do the what's in my purse and bag review, I'm just gonna give you an overview of what the DIOR saddle bag looks like. So I got it in the black grained, I think it's grained calfskin, because they have it in this like smooth leather, and I have a smooth leather that's like YSL and it gets scratched up so easily, so I definitely prefer something with a bit of texture. It's a little bit more durable, but this is what it looks like up close. It has this little magnet thing that kind of just like shuts, but here's the side. I love the Christian Dior little hardware, and the D at the bottom is super cute. And then this is what the back of the bag looks like. It has this external pocket, and it's like a pretty decent sized pocket. Honestly, I don't have anything in there, but I could probably put like a chapstick or like some cash for like tipping and stuff. So that's what it looks like. And then here's it from the front, and this is what it looks like when I'm carrying it on my shoulder. I use this bag for New Year's Eve when I went out because I was wearing like a little black dress. So I definitely think it's the perfect going out bag size. And honestly, like, I'm super glad that a replica company offered to send me this, because I wouldn't want to spend, I think it's $3,000 for the actual like DIOR one, because it's a very like trendy bag. I would say this bag, it's not like a classic shape that's gonna be in style forever. I would say the DIOR saddle, like it was in style in I think like the 90s or something, and then it was like not in style anymore, and it's making a reappearance. But this isn't something that I would be like, oh yeah, like let me invest in that, because it's not, you know, it's not like a Chanel, it's not YSL, it's not a Louis Vuitton. It's very much like something that's in style for now, and then I feel like it'll go out of style and then come back. So it's definitely nice to have the option to spend way less money on it than, you know, like $3 grand, because that's just kind of a big commitment for a purse. So anyway, now that I've given y'all an overview, I'm just gonna show you the box that it came in. So they sent me this around Christmas time. I had it underneath my tree, and it's just so pretty. The packaging is honestly A1, and then in the bag, or in the box, we have this dust bag. It says DIOR, and then some like authenticity cards and stuff. It even has like this little thing that looks kind of like a credit card. But I was very impressed. It was like wrapped up. It had some stuffing inside so that it wouldn't lose its shape. And then all of the hardware had like a little bit of plastic on it. There's like still some tiny plastic pieces, but I just need to go ahead and like remove them later. Like if you can see that. They really did a good job at wrapping the hardware so that it wouldn't have any scratches on it. But that is it for like the unboxing portion, and now I'm gonna go ahead and show y'all what I like to keep in here, because this is definitely my designated going out purse, I would say, just because, you know, like since it is a replica, I'm not scared of, you know, spilling stuff on it, or like if it gets a little scratched, because I did have like, I used my YSL Lulu as my going out bag, and that one, like my parents got me that for Christmas, like they paid for that, and every time like it gets scratched, it's just like honestly annoying and like sad, because the bag was almost $3,000. So I would say if you're looking for a going out purse, like definitely a replica would be the way to go, and specifically like this company. So just keep that in mind. But usually I'll obviously like have my phone in there. This is the iPhone, I think 14 Pro Max, and it does fit in there perfectly. So this is basically what it's always containing. So I'll just go ahead and show you my going out essentials. But when you open it up, when you take out the phone, and then I have my going out lip combo in here. So that would be my Lolita liquid lipstick, and then the DIOR lip glow oil in the shade Mahogany. This is like a really nice lip combination. It stays on forever because it's a liquid lipstick. And then I always have hand sanitizer. This one's just from Bath and Body Works. It's like strawberry scented. I have some migraine medicine. Can't leave the house without that. I've never really had to use it while I've been out, but it's just like nice to have it with me. And then I have like a different migraine medicine that's like milder, so we have that. Hand cream. Hand cream is super important to me because I just like to feel hydrated and moisturized. I always have my Louis Vuitton key pouch in there. So this is basically just my wallet. I don't really have the need for like a wallet because I don't carry cash. I just have like my keys attached, and then like my driver's license and my cards and stuff. Oh my god, I have a slip satin scrunchie. I get these on Amazon. You get 6 for like 40 bucks, which is a bit astounding, but let me tell you, these are the best scrunchies that you'll ever have. And then I think, yeah, that's like it. But we have a tiny little pocket back here, and I just have one tiny little like headache medicine in there, just because, you know, I always like to make sure I have everything I might possibly need. So overall, I would say, yeah, it's like the perfect size for a going out bag because it has enough space to fit everything, but it's not like bulky. So really nice. And then this is what it looks like all empty. I think it's kind of interesting how it has like, it's the saddle shape, like, you know, like a horse saddle, but then it has these kind of two, like, I don't know what you would call that, but there's like 2 sides for it. And then this is what the interior looks like. I think it's suede probably. Yeah, it's like a suede interior. And then I'm just a really big fan of the grained calfskin because this can go out and like kind of get tossed around and still look brand new, in my opinion. But, you know, nice detailing on the hardware. Everything looks super crisp, and I like the little magnetic closure just so that it has something to keep this top flap down. But yeah, that is it. So there's my little chapstick that I put in there. But overall, I would say this bag for me gets like a 10 out of 10. The seller also gets a 10 out of 10. Super good at communicating. They shipped it super quickly, and it came in perfect condition. So honestly, I cannot complain. But I just want to say thank you so much to them for the little Christmas present. Very much appreciated, and I hope that you guys have enjoyed this video. So, you know, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. But that is all for today, so I will see y'all next time.
However, I do like the plain ones. I do think they're quite trendy, and it is apparently meant to be one of the world's most popular bags at the moment. So I'm not mad. I'm not mad at the bag, and I'm going to tell you the negatives of the bag after. Okay, moving on to practicality. And this is where I have to give my honest opinion to you guys, and that's what we want to do as a company. We just promote being very transparent and very translucent about luxury. That is a tongue to, about luxury items, because you're spending your hard-earned money, and ultimately, if we don't think a product is worth spending the money, we are here to tell you that. So one thing is, like, this might not bother you, but this bag is just like, I just cannot, like, I just can never get in them. It really, sorry, I got very carried away there to whatever I was doing with the bag. But if you're like me, I like to like reach in my bag and take stuff out. This is not the bag for that. This is a very closed, compact bag. So just bear that in mind. Yeah, it's very, the bag is a very tight bag, put it this way. It's very slim, very narrow, and you cannot ruffle about in a bag like this. So just bear that in mind. For some people that will not put you off the bag. To me that's quite a big thing because I get very frustrated when I'm trying to get my bag and I can't. So we buy and sell luxury items, and just bear in mind that if you're going to buy a DIOR saddle bag off the pre-loved market, you may not get a crossbody strap with it, and it may be at your own expense to buy a crossbody strap if that's something that you want. However, I would recommend you buy this bag. It's a very nice day and night bag. You can wear it both ways and it is a top favourite. It's definitely in the luxury industry. So yes, I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching. If you want us to do more product reviews, please let us know in the comments. It helps our videos if you like and subscribe. If you have any questions, leave them down below, and take care. Lots of love from all sorts.
Direct sunlight or light, heat, anything that you, I don't know what condition that you may have it in your house, but yeah, the dust bag is always a must when you are, that's with any bag. When you are storing the bags, always keep them in dust bags when you're not using them, unless you just have them out on display. Like when I'm not using my bag, I just fill it with like this air paper here. And I just use one and I just keep it in the dust bag, and so far I haven't had any problems with this bag. It still has its nice shape, and yeah, it's just in like a really nice condition. A quick size comparison, this, like I said, is the medium and this here is the mini. So as you see, same bag. I know, dumb, but when I saw these bags, I just loved both of them, and I just felt like each of them play their own role. Like this one is definitely, I would say I use this one more because it's crossbody, but this one is just like a cute everyday bag if you like out, and it's just a look, like, yeah. But they both have their own, they play their own part. So look at that. This is same bag. As you see, of course, the medium has more room, and on the mini, there's no back flap. It's just the Supreme canvas. They both have the same hardware, and they both have the same tiger head clothes. So a lot of people ask me about the wallet on a chain. I just personally feel like if that's your zhuzh, get that bag, but it's just too small for me. And I just feel like if I'm gonna have a bag, and I want to make sure I have like, it can fit all the things that I want to put in, and I just feel like the wallet on a chain, this one just was more appealing to me for my wardrobe and the things that I personally carry. The wallet on a chain just was pretty small, and for a couple $100 you could just get the mini. But yes, this is the size comparison. These are probably my babies. Like, they will literally probably get passed down to my daughter. Like, I love these bags, and I think they're like timeless. They will be in my collection for a while. These are bags, they were very trendy, but I just also feel like these bags are bags that'll be around for a while, like years to come. And these bags are gonna age very well if you take care of them, and from like years from now, these will be great vintage pieces. So yeah, I mean, that's it for this bag. If you have any questions that I didn't answer, you can comment down below. You can DM me. I'll just make sure that I answer those questions for you. But yeah, do not forget to like, share, and subscribe, and come back each week for new updates and uploads and all that good stuff. But overall, this bag, out of on a scale of a 1 to 10, I'm giving her like a 20 because I love this bag. And yes, I mean, if you've been like going back and forth about buying this bag, you shouldn't. she would definitely be worth it on all levels. I promise.